Welcome to Champion Martial Arts. I'm Richie Goss. In this section, we're going to be covering basic warm-up. The warm-up is very important before beginning any exercise and after any martial arts practice. I have some of our team members of CMA with us today. I have my black belt instructor, Sensei Samuels. I have my junior black belt, Senpei Garrett, and I also have one of my black belt members, Mr. Jari. And they're going to demonstrate some warm-up exercises that we do in class, but you can also do at home that's going to help work on flexibility, strength, and endurance. And all three of these are very important whenever you're doing the martial arts before you get started. One of the first important things that you want to do before beginning any karate movements or exercises is warm-up. And the warm-up is important because we want to get our heart rate up to where we break a sweat. There are different things that we can do to warm up: jogging if you have enough space, jogging in place, mountain climbers. One thing, jumping jacks, and that's one thing that we do in class because it allows you to get the heart rate up, to break a sweat, and you don't need a lot of space to do it. I recommend that you start off at about 50 jumping jacks, and once you build your endurance, try 75 and 100. The sky's the limit, but we want to make sure that before we start doing any stretches or any techniques, that we get our heart rate up. All right, we're going to do a few to demonstrate how to do a jumping jack. But like I said, we're going to start off a few, but I want you guys to try to do 50. We're not going to do 50 here, but I want you to do 50 at home, okay? And this is what a jumping jack is going to start. Seem like as you'll be by your side. You guys just do 10 jumping jacks for us. Ready, and jumping jacks begin. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And that's the jumping jack. All right, guys. We want to do about 50 of those just to get our heart rate up. The next exercise that's really, really good after we warm up is the jogging in place. We want to try to do start off with 20 and then 30, 40, and 50. When I say 20, I mean bring your knees up, 10 on one side, 10 on the other. One thing I like to do is put my hands kind of near my belt, and we're going to get our knees up really high. We're going to jog in place to get our knees up. All right, and we're going to do 20 of those. And hands up, guys. Belt and jogging in place, bringing our knees high, going to 20, and start with the left, alternate to the right, and begin. Good job. All right, now I want warming the legs up. We're moving right along. Another thing that I want to warm the legs up because we're going to do some stretches. And if we think about our muscles, as caramel, if you had a piece of caramel and you threw it in the freezer and you tried to bend it, likely it's going to break on you. But if you take that same piece of caramel and you put it in the microwave and warm it up, it's going to bend, and you're going to be able to manipulate it. Think about your muscles like that. Before we start kicking or doing any karate, we want to make sure that our muscles are warmed up and not cold, because if they're cold, the same analysis of the candy that you just pulled out of the freezer, it's going to break, you're going to tear something. But if you're able to get your heart rate up and get your muscles warm and the blood flowing through it, you'll be able to manipulate it just a little more and a little better. All right, we're going to go through the next thing that we're going to do in our warm-up is we're going to warm our neck up, and we're going to start all the way down to our toes. So we're going to do neck rotations. Our hands are going to go on our hips. And we're going to go 10 to the right and 10 to the left, just neck rotations. What I noticed is instead of going all the way around like this, guys, we want to make sure that we go halfway, half circles. All right, and we're going to do 10 of those. Ready, and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now we're going to do shoulder rotations. We're going to rotate our shoulders going forward. 20 will be a good number for you guys to go 20 going forward, 20 going back. Just for the benefit of time, we're only going to do about 5 just to show you. All right, and shoulder rotations going forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just because we stopped at 5 in this training tape doesn't mean I want you to stop at 5 at home. All right, guys, push yourself to the limit. In here we say we train like champions, and that's what you are, a champion. All right, we're going to go backwards and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'll continue at home. All right, the next thing we want to do is bringing it right along. We're going to go arm rotations and rotate our arms. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But you continue to do more at home and go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do our shoulders a little bit, what we call chain breakers. We're going to come here. All right, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. All right, should be feeling it nice and loose, a nice little burn in our necks, our shoulders, which is real good. Now we're going to move right on down. Put your hands on your hip. This is just a basic warm-up. We'll change it up a little bit, but this is a good way to get started before we start beginning any of our martial arts exercises or training. It's going to be hip rotations. We're going to rotate our hips around. We're going to go 5 times. I want you guys to go 20. All right, ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You continue at home. All right, let's go the other way. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome job, guys. And put our hands on our knees, moving right on down. We're going to do knee rotations around. We're going to do 5, but you guys are going to do 20 at home, okay? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to change directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, now this next one, we're going to rotate our knees out like this just to work a different muscle group. And we're going to do 5. I want you guys to do 20 and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. And come right on out. I'm going to stretch our legs out. Sit down in this horse stance just like this. All right, the next stretch we're going to do is a side leg stretch. We're going to bend all the way down this way. Try to hold it. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm stopping at 5. This, I want you guys to try to get it all the way to 20 to 30 seconds. And then we're going to change directions. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Come up. All right. I want you guys to repeat this exercise 2 times on your left, 2 times on your right. Try to hold each stretch for about 30 seconds. Thank you guys to check. Good. All right, the next thing that we want to work on is strength. Strength training to build our strength in our core. Good way to do those are push-ups and sit-ups. We're going to demonstrate 2 different ways that you can do a push-up. If you're just starting out and you hadn't built the muscles up in your arms, I'm going to show you a modified push-up. What Miss Garrett can do the other way, but she's going to do the modified push-up. She's going to turn, come down on the floor, and her knees are going to be on the floor just like this. You're going to stretch your body out, bring it down, and just like this, and come up. Using your legs to support, but you want to make sure that you're stretched out further enough that you're going to be having a good workout on your arms. You want to bend down to about a 90 or 45 degree angle in the elbow and come back up. Good. All right, we're going to start off like 10, 20, 30. If you do these, hopefully you get your strength up where you can do 50 push-ups at a time. All right, the next push-up is going to be, I'm going to have Sensei to demonstrate. Thank you, ma'am. Push. All right, once you've built those muscles up, you're going to come out, down, push-up position, sir. Want to make sure, I know the Sensei's doing it on those knuckles, which is very important to build good wrist, strengthen our wrists. Also in our arms, we tell you to do that. Unless you're on a hard surface or like concrete or something like that, then you want to make sure that you watch out for your hands. You can do a palm. And it's going to demonstrate a few. It's going to come down by a 45 degree angle and back up just like that. And again down and back up. Good. And that's an awesome one. Thank you, sir. And swish. Good. This is going to work on shoulders, work on arms, work on abs. It's nothing like doing push-ups. We stop with just a few, but I want you guys to push yourself to the limit because here we train like champions. All right, next thing we're going to have is a few ways that we're going to do crunches to work on our core. All right, Mr. Jari is going to come down. All right, he's going to put his feet in the air just like this. His hands are going to go behind his head. The object is to bring your elbows to your knees and your knees down to your elbow where you're getting a complete crunch. All right, we're going to try, to build it right on up. We're going to shoot for 20. Jari's only going to do 5, but I want you guys to do 20 of these at home. When 20 gets easy, step it up a little bit, 30, 40, 50. who knows, you'll be doing 100 of these straight before you know it. To really work on our core and our abs. And we're going to demonstrate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Now, I'm going to show a different variation of this where Jari's going to kick his leg out and he's going to come back in. This is after you've done it a while. That's going to take it to a different level. He's going to demonstrate a few of those. And go. Ready? And 1. Good. Leg out. And 2, 3. Good. 4 and 5. Good. And awesome. And thank you, sir. And this is one of our basic warm-ups. Now we're ready to get into some of our stances. Cha-ching.